Hey, this is Josh from JoshBuilds, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this catamaran right here. Now it cost me around $200, which is comparable to a $2,000 catamaran, which is what you'd probably find in a store. And as you can see, it's built all out of styrofoam and wood mostly, which is stuff you can find at your local hardware store. So if you stick with us through this video, you can see all the tests and how it's built. To start the build off, I'm going to get some light structural lumber and some insulating foam that you can get from any hardware store. These are going to be used to build the pontoons. I end up changing the struts up later, as you can see, but right now I start off by putting one strut in the middle and one on each end. Now, as you can see from this picture, I changed it up a little to two struts that are separated instead of one in the middle. So you can go ahead and position your struts the way they were positioned in the picture. Now I'm going to add a couple more smaller pieces of styrofoam to the inside of our pontoons, and I'll epoxy them into place like we did before. Once they're all dried, we can do another bevel just to cut off some of the material here and make it look a little nicer. Now it's come to building the frame. So for this, I'm going to use the thicker pieces of wood we have. I'm going to drill them into those little triangles that I added there for mounting. So here we have the piece of plywood cut out that is going to be used as the centerboard. Now on the middle beam we have running down the center of our catamaran, I'm just going to build a little slot so that I can slide the centerboard down into the middle of our catamaran. Now I'm going to build a mount for the rudder off the back of the boat. Because the rudder has to turn side to side, I'm going to mount it on a hinge, which I drill right into the back. Now I'm going to attach the rudder in with a bolt at the very top. Now I want the rudder to be able to pivot up and down too, depending on the water depth. So I'll put a bolt through the top, and then I'm going to drill another hole in the lower hole of the hinge, and this will be where I put a removable bolt that will just be that I'll put in when it's underwater. Now I'm going to make a handle for our rudder with some more of the plywood, and that's going to need to be able to pivot too. So I'm going to attach that with just one bolt as well. this is the finished product we have here. Now it's time to test it out. Now first thing to do when I got on the water was to put the second bolt in the rudder so it no longer pivots upwards anymore. After that, it was time to sail.